Thank you. We're live. We are now live, and it is 5 to 10 p.m. Hi, Harry.
I like how you're both thinking about the questions as well. So
thank you. No, we thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of pick your brains and get into, you know, how it's going to be for you on the roads and what you're really going to be expecting from the next 8 weeks. Over 50 locations. That's a lot of locations. So hi to everybody that's tuning in. It's me, Richard Lopez, Harry, and Jason of the DISBURY family to begin with this evening. Harry and Jason are on the tour bus. Today is the first day of the UK Globe Live Tour. They are somewhere in England. They're on the tour bus live right now. We're getting a little sneak peek of the tour bus with us just now and you. And later on after this hangout, there's going to be an exclusive hangout for Patreon, GoFundMe, and PayPal donators, where they're going to get to see a complete in-depth around and about and get to view a little bit of van life. I like van life. I saw D Marble's van life, and I liked getting to see the kind of nooks and crannies of how he's living on the road. So hi to Harry, hi to Jason, hi to Richard. Hi guys, how are you doing on the bus?
Oh, great. We haven't had time to really feel what it looks. We're just in a few hours ago, so we just had something to eat, and here we are.
Yeah,
looking nice and cozy.
We had time for a pizza and a cup of tea.
Oh. Is that alcoholic beverages I see in the background there now, though?
They're all Jason's, yeah.
Alcohol free.
Absolutely.
So you picked up the tour bus a couple of hours ago, a few hours ago. I take it you've got yourself somewhat acquainted with it now. What's it like space-wise? I mean, have you both got your own space? Have you got enough room? A cat, yeah?
Well, as you know, me and Jason went onto a yacht to try to do this tour, and it was very hemmed in. There wasn't much space, but for two people, this is really quite open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm liking it.
Very comfortable indeed. Yeah, and may I add, it's a really old bus, really old, but it's in quite good condition considering its age. You know, so.
The old but looked after. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So I take it you managed to get it from a decent price. I take it you haven't had to go abroad to get that good price. Yeah. So far, everything's working. Nothing's like not working in there. Is everything usable?
We may have a few power issues, but we're working on it.
Okay.
We might have to stop at a few campsites and that, and to plug in occasionally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, apart from that, we had a pizza each before. The oven's working. I mean, it's an old van, but yeah, I think everything's working. I had to fix a light, and we're happy. We're happy.
It's tidy and clean, so yeah, we're really happy with it.
Yeah.
So far, you think for the next 8 weeks, this is doable? You're looking at the place that you're going to be living for the next 8 weeks. As you look around you, where you are you doing right? I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah. I think this is what it was all about, trying to get a camper van like this, because I mean, like initially Harry said that he'll do this in a tent, and I think I mean we'll all go for it. We'll all try doing stuff like that, but after a week he'd be exhausted. You know, like, so to have something like this, and we've got a base to come back to, and we can just relax, chill, and meet new flat earthers, because this isn't just about us. This is about meeting flat earthers along the way.
Yes. Awesome.
Well said.
And
Rich, want to ask anything?
We've already had one reach out to us to meet tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. That's awesome. I think I'm expecting that to go to kind of pick up when people get kind of wind of what you guys are actually doing, you know, and kind of like, you know, what's going on, that more people will start to want to, reach out and
yeah, hope so.
And actually meet you guys. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So what kind of challenges are you anticipating? On the road for 8 weeks.
Go on. I was just going to say the only challenge I'm anticipating is maybe police occasionally telling us to move in. You can't move on. You can't park here. Apart from that, I really can't foresee anything going wrong.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a really good way of looking at it, guys. I feel exactly the same way. I'm going to be joining you at various points on this tour.
Roxanne, hurry up.
Hurry up, I know. Do you know, if I could have permission, if I could have the funds and permission to get out there tomorrow, I'll be there. But unfortunately, I've got a household, a kids and family, but they are giving me permission to, I'm getting day release on the 20th.
Thanks. A big thanks to Jess, Ray, and DJ.
Aw, cheers, pal.
Thanks very much for releasing her for a wee while.
You know what? I think they're probably going to be like that. Got a bit of a break from her, do you know? But yeah, the only thing I'm like you, Jason. The only thing I'm anticipating on this tour of yours is that, yeah, possibly sometimes you might get moved on by the little renter security and the police and whatnot. But I don't really think, apart from, you know, normal hurdles, you know, car issues and whatnot, you know, I don't think there's going to be any major hurdles. And I think the brilliant thing about this is that we're all pretty much familiar with the UK. There's going to be some places that you lot may not have been to before, but you're not going to really be in a place that's unfamiliar. So I think that, you know, that's going to play quite key in it being a success, in the fact that you guys haven't done this before. You've got the passion, and you're unrelenting in your efforts to get out there, and that I commend so highly. You know, 8 weeks, 50 locations. Every time I say that to myself, I'm like, really? Should this be going in the Guinness Book of Records or something? I feel like it's a lot of locations to do on a campaigning tour, you know. And this is the first time in history, right? Is that we know?
Oh yeah,
I don't think it's ever been. Yeah. I don't think it's been done.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So if you guys out there listening, man, like I can't express the most, man. You know, this, if you're gonna donate to something and you're in the truth movement, this is what you donate to, man. You know, this is the kind of what you do. Like if you feel like you can't do anything, or you're like, oh, I want to do something, but I can't. I don't want to speak about it. And these people are going out there doing it. You know, go to the link, donate to this, because this takes care of the gas, you know, their food, and you know, and make sure, you know, that they do what they do.
We thought we should pay for our own food, so the money's just going towards petrol, and hire the camper van and any campsites for stay.
Yeah.
So we did think it was right to be asking people to pay for.
I mean, we'd like that. That would be brilliant, but we just thought that a few people might not like it so much that we're.
I respect you guys for that.
Well, you know what? Also too is I think people can understand, because let me tell you something. Don't ever feel bad, because you guys are. This is the way I'm looking at it. I mean, I could be different, but you decided to leave your families, take away from your jobs, your pets, you know, everything, to hit the roads to talk about the truth, to bring awareness to the truth. So any little thing, and people say, "Oh, okay, great. You guys are using this for food, for gas, for water." Don't feel bad doing that. I'm just saying that, you know, that if you have to do that, do that. Because a lot of you guys are probably losing a lot of money from working, a lot of money from, you know, bringing home, and you're sacrificing a lot of things. So let me tell you something. Don't feel bad. I want people to understand this is important, man. This is really important. This is something to donate to. Give what you can. Even if it's something, give what you can. Tell us, or you know somebody that can donate, talk to them about it and donate. This is what you do.
Yeah, thanks for saying that, Richie. But any money that does come in, we're going to be having receipts for everything, and everything will be transparent. So
absolutely.
And we're not on a holiday. I mean, we're going in the street for a number of hours every day, traveling up down the country, and then editing and producing films. So there's no time to be on a holiday, because it's 24/7 sort of commitment. But we're not complaining. We want to do that, you know. We're passionate about that. So.
The passion that's got you where you're sitting right now is that passion that's got you sat there. Listen, I'm a witness to the fact that just a couple of weeks ago, this was a conversation we were having on a video conference call, and now I'm sitting here and I'm looking at you both on the campervan. So, you know, that just goes to show in as little as 2 weeks, you can go from saying, listen, this could happen. No, this will happen. In fact, this is happening.
Yeah.
And now the amount of red pills, everybody can stay confident. Like y'all can all be at work tomorrow, knowing nicely that there is 2 amazing individuals out there dropping inundated amounts of red pills, and not only just when they get out of the camper van. Guys, are you looking to strap some banners up onto the camper?
Yeah. We've ordered some professional flags as well for the roof.
Yeah. What, like the flag banners?
Yeah, you know these butterfly things.
They're called feather flag.
Feather flags. Yeah. You see it in showrooms, I think.
Wow. That's awesome. That's
Will you do me a favor when you get it set? Can you send me some pictures, and I'll put a little montage together to show everybody.
Great.
So share that on social media, Facebook, Instagram.
I'd like to say as well, we have actually bought some stickers for the van as well, but we're still not 100% certain that we're going to be putting the stickers over the van. We're going to do a little test tomorrow and see that these stickers will go on the van and peel off nice without ruining the van, because it's not our van at the end of the day. So if we feel that these stickers might damage the van in any shape or form, then they won't be going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we got some magnets coming your way as well. But
sounds great.
Well, or even sometimes, even if you could even do also too, is they have where you could go to Walmart and get these where they have like stickers, but nothing that's going to ruin your paint or ruin anything, and Velcro with a
little hook.
Little hook. Right, you could get them and put them on where you're not gonna mess up anything. You're not gonna leave, Exactly. No one even would notice that you even had any stickers on.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Well, we're going to we'll experiment tomorrow and play it.
Absolutely. Yeah, because if you got big banners, there's other ways to hang them up without putting them on. Even if you got to tie some rope or whatever. Well, whatever you guys figure it out. I'm sure.
Or if we're parked anywhere in the centre of town, we can put our banners all around the van.
That's right.
Absolutely. I have a question that I'd like to ask. There was word on the streets that it's possibly a documentary following this.
Yeah.
Any information on that?
Yeah, but I think in between Jason doing the live.
Did he cut out a little bit?
Tiny bit. That's okay, Harry. If you can hear us. You've cut out for this is something that we're going to have to get used to with them being on the tour bus. That there could be points when they cut out slightly, and that's fine. That's fine. We'll work with it. It's technology, so it's to be expected sometimes, So when they come back, we'll pick up where we left off with them. But yeah, there is word on the street that there's going to be some documentary filming going on along this 8-week tour that quite a few people are going to be involved in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be really interesting to pick their brains about that as well.
Yeah. Also, Dave Gessner, fellow Flat Earth, he's the one that started FlatEarth101.com. He's also going to send him got a package already out to him with stickers and to give out and help drop red pills.
Yep, and it will do. It will do. I'll make sure I get that to them by next week. I'm going to be with them from the 20th.
Also, yes. Also, too, we got Daryl Marble, who sent some T-shirts out as well, too.
Wow.
Shout out to D Marble. Yep.
Yeah, massive shout to D Marble as well. And yeah, I'll be there on the tour bus from about the 20th onwards. I'm going to be there for a few days. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of filming. I'm going to do quite a bit of live streaming while I'm there. And I'm going to come up with some challenges that I'm going to try and deal with while I'm out there. I'm going to try and meet some new people that I've not met before, try and set up some meetings with them. New people that are obviously know the Earth's flat. They know that it's not a ball. And I also wanted to make a quick stop off at the British Space Agency.
Yeah.
The British Space Agency that's in Polaris House on North Star Avenue.
North Star Avenue.
Yeah, so I'm going to pull up outside there and I'm going to make up some noise outside the British Space Agency because I need some answers. I'm not going quietly into the night. I'm going to make my first bit of noise out there and understand everybody. It's going to be regular noise out there until something's done. Strongly suggest all of you in America start doing the same thing to the space agencies in the country. And Start telling the governments that we don't consent to the amount of funding they get. I'm not in it. I don't consent to it. 1.16 million pounds a day. People can poo-hoo it all they want, but meanwhile, there's working class families that can't afford to clothe and house and feed their families because of the rate of inflation. I know people say that's got nothing to do with flat earth. It's got everything to do with it. All of these subjects have got everything to do with it because they all make up the reality in which we live in. Yeah. No matter how woke you get, we were talking about this the other day. You can be as woke as you want. Yeah. But you still got one foot in the system because you've got to pay taxes, you've got to pay a mortgage. And I'm not saying that overnight those things are going to change, but unless we start chipping away at it, and unless we start standing up and saying, no, this won't carry on, we will not consent to a particular percentage of our wage being paid towards things that's an absolute fraud.
That's right. Completely fraud. Yeah. So what kind of things that so you said you're going to be going to the road, you said you're going to be making about 13 stops with them?
Well, probably a little bit more than that. I'm going to be on most of the weekends. Hi, guys. I'm just saying my little stop-off with you. I'm going to be there for most of the weekends. I'm going to try and do quite a few weekdays as well. Okay. So, yeah, you're about right with that, Richard. Probably about that much. So we were just picking your brain, Harry, on talk on the street of a possible documentary being made off the back of this tour.
Yeah, was it one we were doing? Yeah, you're talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll have lots of footage to make a reasonable documentary. Just about, as you're saying, it's the first time this has been done, and to go to all the different places in the UK and why we're doing it and the people we meet, and you know, how's this flat earth growing in the UK? Are we making any headways into it? Is there more and more people waking up? And generally, what's the public's responses from a variety of different places in the UK? Because
yeah, could you do me a favour with regards to being on the bus together? Could you give there's quite a few new people in the chat room that I don't particularly recognise. There's quite a lot of people in the chat room that I don't recognise actually. And I was wondering if, for the benefit of everyone that's in the chat room, and maybe for Richie Lopez, who might not have heard this already, could you tell us how you guys came to meet and how you've gone from meeting each other to being where you are now?
I'll start this one because I think my story is better than yours.
It certainly is.
No. What it was is that I. So you make it sound rude and filthy now.
That's just your reputation, Jason.
No, all it was that Harry, I'd been watching John Smith Global Eye for some time, along with like various other channels and that, and I went to my very first it was a campsite meetup, and it was with it was with the Fukers. And we went to a start point in by Plymouth in Devon. I didn't camp there, but I went there because I only lived about half hour's drive from there. So I thought I'll go there, each day and speak to some like-minded people, because at that stage I think I was only involved in about I think about a month or something. And so I kind of like all my alarm bells were all flapping, and I was struggling with the idea of flat Earth, and I was researching. But when you do so much researching and the pennies suddenly starting to drop, and you think, oh my God, what is this real? What's going on? You need someone to talk to, and I was desperate to reach out to someone and to talk to the family and friends, and everybody thought I was absolutely crazy, and then I'm trying to doubt myself and think, bloody hell, do I need some sort of mental care or something? And so I was really struggling with this, and I needed desperately to reach out. So I went to this campsite, and I was told John Smith is in the tent over there, and I went over there. Now I didn't know, that he had a pseudo name at the time. So I went in to meet this John Smith, and 3 other chaps stood up, and they all said eachly, "I'm John Smith. I'm John Smith. I'm John Smith."
Love it.
I thought, you bloody bastards, and because I'd not seen who, because you only ever at that time you only ever seen him behind the camera, so no one knew who he was, and it was only the last person I could hear his voice, and I thought, right, now I know who it is, you know. So yeah, I kind of met him in this campsite, you know, for the first time. And you know what? The very first thing that I kind of, in our conversation that I said, and I was saying, yeah, but I'm sure I could still see the curve. And he almost fucking, I thought he was going to chin me.
I said, I'll get my
yeah, he was having
love it.
But,
I love it. Love it.
Yeah, no.
So is that much different from your version, Harry? Huh?
No, well, I hadn't met him before, so I didn't really know who Jason was. And when he came out of that line, you can still see the curve. I was a little bit suspicious. Coming from
CID.
Yeah.
That's all that fluoride in that water you was drinking, you know what
I mean? So I'm not very technically minded, and Jason is brilliantly technically minded. So I had some trouble with the footage I shot that day. I thought I'd lost it all. And Jason kindly connected to his Wi-Fi and going through it. And then he took my computer home. So I'm giving my computer to this stranger to take home. I didn't know where he lived, but he was so good, so helpful. He just wanted to help me get the footage back, which he did. So I was entirely grateful to him. So our friendship sort of sparked from there. And when Jason kept saying to me, I'm sure I've repeated this story, but he said, "Oh, I couldn't do what you're doing." And I looked at him and I thought, well, why couldn't you? Because you're confident, you're knowledgeable, you work with the public. So why can't you do it? So he came out with us a couple of times, and then the third time, just out of the blue, he never said anything, but he just went out on his own. So hats off to him for going out on his own, and now he's got one of the best displays in Flat Earth. You know, he's brilliant with his banding. He's way ahead with his leaflets. They're second to none.
They are.
But as you know, Roxanne, he's just so helpful to anybody who's got any technical issues or needs posters or leaflets. He's your man, and he's just absolutely first class for that.
I second that. Buy that man a drink. Buy that man a drink.
Just you know, we tried it on the boat. We're on the boat for a week, 2 weeks. So I think we were very familiar with each other's ways, and I think what we do share though is a passion and energy. And I've never once heard Jason say, "No, I don't want to. No, I can't be bothered." You only have to mention something to Jason. Say, "Right, I'm there. Let's go." So.
You know what?
Yeah,
also,
I love that.
You know what, Roxanne? I've noticed that between both of you guys have good chemistry. I
think that counts for everything. Show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are. Right?
Yeah. It's funny because you say stuff like that, Richard, and I've always struggled with that because to me, like having good chemistry, I've always I'm growing, you know, like, and I had a problem with having chemistry with another guy, you know, like
yeah. Well,
right, now. Can you see that? You see that? Now, what it is. I've never really liked physical contact from other blokes. I never liked it. And I never liked that. I struggled.
We're not talking about that kind of chemistry.
But what it is, in this,
I might be with you, buddy.
but in this community, nearly everybody gives, you know, when they greet each other, they all give man hugs, you know, like women hugs.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'd never done any of that in the past, so I was quite you could probably be standoffish, but I'm not. I had a difficulty with expressing feelings and things, and now I'm growing, you know, like
I understand that. Yeah,
you know, like it's. I think we're all slowly we're all becoming enlightened, you know, like that. There's a different way than what we've been brought up with.
Yes, yep. Absolutely. Yep. Just because we were taught something doesn't mean that it's the right way.
And hats off to Jason for recognizing that and doing something which doesn't come naturally to him, and willing to change and to see that that's a better way and willing to do that. So, no,
absolutely.
A lot of people can't change like that. Jason.
Absolutely. Shout out to both of you guys, but you know, thank you for Jason for coming along, doing it with him, and support. And you guys are fantastic for doing this, man. Yeah. And like I said, you know, people, you know, should know what you guys are doing. People are going to know what you're going to do. They're going to be talking about this because this is important. This is what it's all about, folks. You know what I mean? It's probably going to have to come down, like I said before, where we have to get out and knock on doors just to tell people that we don't live on a ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do mail drops or something. Mail drops.
Absolutely. 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 8 weeks and 50 locations, right? Ooh. What are some of the places that you're actually looking forward to actually going?
Yeah, I think it's 56 in 8 weeks.
56.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
my apologies.
We originally, our idea was originally to go from John O'Groats in the north to Land's End in the south, but then we thought, well, why not Orkney Islands? It's a bit further north in Scotland. But then we wanted to do Wales, we wanted to do Ireland, so it just encompasses the whole of the UK. Although we can't go everywhere in 8 weeks, but we're trying to visit as many as we can. So,
awesome.
So when somebody mentions we're on a holiday, we don't have time to put our feet up or go and see anything. We're just unless we go to a food shop, we're just 24/7 trying to get flat earth out there. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. So there's no kind of places in that you're actually looking forward to, or something like I've been all over those places already, or?
That's what I wanted to know. Is there any particular destination out of over those 50 that you're really looking forward to going to?
Yeah, well, I'm sure that differs a wee bit, but I think we both really want to go to Stonehenge and try and get drone footage over Stonehenge. We'd like to go and get the banners up there and get the drone footage. But so many different places.
Yeah, there is. For myself, I wanted to get Harry's because I find Harry's "You've Been Told Lies" banner. For me, that's the icon, you know, of flat Earth. You know, like to get that into many places and that. And I want to get that. What's it on top of Snowdon Mountain? I want to get it on there. You know, so that's in Wales. That's my plan. That's my big one that I'd like.
Absolutely. But I don't know if you get a chance to, Jason. What do you think about Stonehenge? Do you think it's real?
Let's put this into perspective, okay? Stonehenge is very much real. It's there, okay? Right. So is it the real Stonehenge? You're quite right. It's not real. It's not.
Okay. Good. I just want to make sure. Right. Well, I just want to make sure.
If you were going to look at a painting of John Constable, he paints. I think it's Queen Victoria or something.
Yeah.
He paints. I'm sure it's Queen Victoria, and you can see in the background that Stonehenge is a complete ruin. You know, like you got everything's all knocked down, knocked over, and all that. Why would he paint something that's a complete ruin? You know, like that if it's all stood up in immaculate condition, But if you do some more research on it, you see that it's actually been rebuilt about 3 or 4 times.
Absolutely.
So we don't even know that if they are the original stones or anything. We haven't got a clue. Right. You know.
Yes, I actually played last night on the show. I actually showed how they just fake what, you know. Now I actually came to some new evidence and a new other idea that was real plausible. We did a little special about Titans last night on the show. To make people aware that there's other deceptions that about the archaeology and about this place we call home that a lot of us don't know about.
Yeah.
And it's the Titans and the Giants, and there was Titan bones, and they were so massive and so big they had to they poured a concrete and spread plastic concrete just to hide it, and then that's why you see them propping up those stones. I mean, those so-called stones, and then they just changed the whole history, you know, and and there's some new evidence, that suggests that. I can't wait to show you that though when I get a chance.
Yeah, I think all of history now. I think a lot of it now is open to re-question now. Everything, every part of it now, because if you've been lied on so many different levels, on so many different topics, like what can you believe now? I just don't. I really don't know what to believe no more. Like going from like your archaeology and going back and thinking about dinosaurs and things. I have no clue what to believe now about the past. It all needs questioning.
Everything needs to be questioned. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, anything that you would like to, tell, ask anybody in the chat room or any?
I've still got a crowd of questions I want to ask. Actually, awesome. The one thing I want to ask is, how are you guys going to alert people when you are? So, let's say you're going to Bath and those locations. What's going to be the protocol for when you reach a town or a city? How do people connect with you? How do people know where you're going to be located?
Which one?
Anyone? Well, we'll be driving through the town firstly. Before we get to our destination, I think we'll be using speaker out the window, which is this one.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't charged it up, but it's loud.
Yeah,
I'm
loving that. So you're going to be basically going, roll up, come and get your red pills. We'll be down on the high street in 20 minutes. Get your cups of tea and come and get your red pills.
Hopefully we'll have the posters and flags on the roof of the van, and we're using a megaphone as we go into our destination.
Okay, and also there'll be we'll be telling everyone on Facebook and that exactly where it is.
I'll join in.
Yeah, exactly where we're going to be. We've already talked about it, Roxanne, about us contacting all local media for every area that we ever go, and that'll be from TV, radio, newspapers. We'll be contacting a lot, nice. and I would imagine 8 out of 10 times we're going to be unsuccessful, but hopefully, like every once in a while, someone will come down. I thought of putting in a small amount for Facebook advertising as well for the locals. And when I say Facebook advertising, I mean just throw a £10 worth of advertising or something, so just to get a little message out for the locals.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like if you guys out there, if you're seeing this and you're feeling this and you support what these guys are doing, share this stuff. Share it.
I would strongly suggest, even if you can't do anything yourself, share it to people that
can. At least share it. If you can't even do it, share it. You know what I mean?
Because the more this is done, I think the more Flat Earth will become acceptable.
Socially accepted. It needs to become socially accepted to talk about, so that people don't shy away from the truth.
We need more of this. So if more and more happens, then it'll become more acceptable to actually talk about, rather than a place of ridicule, which it is.
Definitely. I wanted to ask you, Harry, you've not long just come back from the Scottish and Highlands tour that you did. How long was that for?
12 days.
That 12-day trip that you experienced on this trip.
Beg your pardon?
Is there anything that you experienced? Well, is there anything poignant that you experienced on the Highlands trip for that 12-day stint? Because you did 12 days back-to-back activism every day, adverse weather conditions, you name it, you had to deal with it. Is there anything that you're going to bring from that to this?
Yeah, it's a bit of a contrast. The three of us were really quite shattered because we were putting tents up and down every day, and then having to cook, and then having to do the street activism and travel. But here it's quite luxurious. We're not putting up tents or taking tents down.
Would it be fair to say that as a result of that Highland tour, that it was a foregone conclusion that you said to yourself, all right, to do this in tents again, it's not going to be feasible to do that for 2 months and keep the momentum going without you getting too depleted. Either being exposed to the elements would be one, But I think, you know, I think this is the way to go, to have somewhere safe that you can go back to at the end of the day, somewhere that you can rest easy. That means that you can at least get out the next day with the full body of energy again. Yeah,
and the beautiful thing is, if one of us is tired, then the other one can do the driving. So it's not all onus on one person to do the driving.
Yeah, guys, you've got another crew member on board. He's not actually physically on the tour bus with you, but he's about as close as he can be. Chris UK has just joined us.
Hey,
he's
Chris,
back from
what's going on?
Right, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
There's the Campervan, Chris. The Campervan exists. The boys are on. They're on the first night. We've made it happen.
Great. How many beds has it got?
One.
Hey, yo, Chris, what's going on, man?
One bed for you and 4 others.
6 seats and 6 beds.
5.
5.
Yeah.
And a dog bed.
No. We're not taking dog with us. It's just humans.
I love it. Great, man. You lot are great. Chris UK, I wanted to ask you a quick question. Chris UK was involved in the run up to this and getting the ergonomics of this all put together. I wanted to put to Chris UK, how does it feel having gone away on holiday with this just being an idea in a conversation that we were having, to coming back from holiday to this?
A time-TARDIS trip. I couldn't believe the sat in a camper van, to be honest. Ready to go.
Quick, isn't it?
You sure it's not a cardboard cutout in the background?
No,
CGI.
Green screen.
Green, Chris. We thought we're gonna have to get some kind of ramshackle set up, so we'll fling some MDF in the background and some curtains, and we'll call it a day.
Nothing moves. Nothing moves.
That's all, you know.
It's not really much different from the ISS, really, is it?
Is that why nothing works in here?
No, so there's room for everyone. There's room for everyone, and that's what I was going to say. There's going to be a few people joining you on this. I know we're a bit late in the evening, Trinity 4, but Trinity 4 and his family are going to be joining you. I'm going to be joining you. Dave Marsh is looking to come and join you as well. Like there's a few people looking to come out and make the pilgrimage to the tour and join forces and get this done. Like, how does that feel, knowing that people really want to get involved and are behind you and are backing this 100%?
It makes all the difference. It's just to know that we're not alone out there. There's other people who want to take part, want to come out and do their part. So fantastic. Yeah. I
was wondering also if I could pick your brains, Jason, Harry, and Chris UK. For everybody in the chat room, and Richard Lopez is one of these people that is not completely clued up on this work that Chris UK has been doing. I'll give this one to you, Harry. Could you give everybody in the synopsis, everybody in the chat room, a synopsis, and Richard, a breakdown of the work that you've been doing with Chris UK over the last couple of months, and why you guys, you know, have teamed up and collaborated, and how Chris has been involved in this as well. So yeah, if you could tell everyone the work that you've been doing with Chris UK, what's happened with the footage, and where it's at just now.
Well, a mutual friend of ours, Colin Smith, told me there was a guy wanting to meet me, get in touch with me, and that was Chris UK. So he gave me his number, we made contact, and Chris was saying, "Oh, I've got some ideas. I was wondering if we could work together, we could film them." And I said, "Yeah, well, what type of ideas?" And he broke them down, and I thought, yeah, some of them I hadn't quickly understood at first, but probably because they're so simplistic. And Chris has got a unique way of looking at things from a common sense approach, a simplistic way, and doing experiments which highlight that perhaps it's ways that we've never looked before, because sometimes our minds are too complicated, or we've just believed everything we were told and we're going along with that. But it's as if Chris has stepped outside the box, and he's looking at a different direction, a very simplistic direction. And I filmed him doing quite a few experiments, which have gone down a bomb. It's just gone off the Richter scale, the number of views they're getting, because people really connect with that. And also we're getting lots and lots of trolls attacking it, you know, personal abuse and so forth. So having to manage that. But for the rest, there's a lot of people appreciating Chris's work, because I think it's quite phenomenal, the ideas that he's come up with. And I think they're on Chris's channel as well. Chris UK is his channel. But
yeah, oh, don't worry about my channel.
He's a very modest man as well, may I add. Yes. And I've
got another idea you might have to record.
Oh, brilliant! And if I could just say, I've built up a really good friendship with Chris, and I think he's a fantastic human being. I think everybody loves him when they meet him. He's got a lovely way about him.
Thank you, man.
He's fabulous, but his experiments are just fantastic. And I look forward to doing more with you, Chris.
They are.
Yeah, definitely.
They really are. Sorry, Chris, go on.
The check's in the post, Chris.
Another one.
So he's done. How many experiments have you done, Chris?
With Harry, we've done 2 main ones that have been filmed. They're on Harry's channel.
Yeah.
So just watch them. I did a talk. I did a talk and recorded it.
Yes,
he did a really good presentation as well. Yeah.
And can I also add, when I first met Chris, he's got this way about him on doing his activism. And when I first met him, I think it was in Manchester, and I just set up all my banner, and I think I disappeared somewhere, and then when I come back, I seen this strange bloke slightly behind my banner. And he had a whole big group of people stood round him, and he had his notepad out, and he was drawing something. But I thought he was a globe believer trying to attack his collars or something. I thought, who's this guy hiding behind my banner with this whole group of people? And they were captivated. They were. You just got, and they were there for some time as well, weren't they? You know, like, so he's got a way about him. He knows how to keep an audience.
Yeah, I can second that. I saw that at Hyde Park with him as well.
But what he's saying to people is quite mind blowing, because it's so simplistic. We've overlooked that. It's so common sense and simplistic. Why didn't I think of that? Wow, yeah, that is. And it blows the globe lie out of the water as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So Chris, you'll be. So maybe Chris would be interested in coming on the show at a later date or whenever, and showing us your experiments. Man.
I'd love Chris to come on and give a full-blown presentation of all the experiments that he's doing. And we also screen share the content. Sorry, go on.
You're better off watching the videos and people asking me questions.
That's what I thought. We could play.
We'll see what.
Could ask you questions. I think that would be awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be absolutely. I've learned how to screen share now. Me and Richard were practicing the other day, so we did a little bit of that yesterday. So we're quite chuffed with ourselves with that, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris, as far as I know, isn't a professional, but I think his presentation is excellent. You know, especially the one in the garden with the whiteboard. Excellent.
I love it.
That's the first time I've ever filmed my life.
The first time, wasn't it? Yeah.
I love it. And if you could come on and share that with all of us, man, that'd be awesome, man. That would be awesome. You know, because that's what it's all about.
I've got quite a few more ideas. I'd just like to pop out on Harry's channel, then I can talk about them. If I bring the ideas out, people will know what I'm talking about. I like to break a complicated thing down so it's really simple. It takes a long time to simplify it and come out with the idea.
Perhaps we could do one when you come out to the van, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to do a Bedford Levels one with the longitude before. You know, the high altitude balloons and measuring the angle to it. I think Jason knows what I'm on about.
Yeah, I know.
So you can record it. Yeah, so it'll take a bit of equipment and a few people to do.
Yeah.
But it depends where you're up to and where we're all up to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll help you with your experiment, and you have to help me with mine because I've got 2 on that I'm planning.
Brilliant.
Right, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
Can I just say, Jason came out with something mind-bending to me today about when people claim they can see the sun setting, where we believe it's just going out of our line of perspective. But how come nobody in a high-altitude balloon, really high, how come they've never videoed or photographed the sun setting?
Yeah, we don't see that, do we?
We should see it from high altitude setting, but it's never seen it.
Well said.
That's right. That's right. And later on tonight, we're gonna hopefully, if Robert Forchach is going to be able to come on later tonight and actually show some of his experiments, what he does. I mean, I don't know if you guys know of him. He's from the United States. He lives in South Carolina. He's kind of dealing with the storm right now. Yeah. Every day he's hardcore with it. What he'll do is he'll go on the pier, okay, and he'll film early in the morning this moon going out, setting, what they call setting, but it's actually going out. After he films it, he turns the camera right around and films the sun coming. I mean, amazing pictures, man. And hopefully we're going to have him on tonight. He's going to share some wonderful stuff with everybody. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Awesome. Another question I've got for you guys: adverse weather. What is it you're looking to do if you roll up to a city or town and we've got adverse weather conditions? Have you got a plan of action for what you're going to do if it's pouring of rain? Are you still going to be able to activate?
Yeah, we just get on with it. We've been in rain, we've been in snow. Apart from lightning hitting the streets, we're just getting on with it.
Just got to be a bit more creative in how to engage with people in circumstances like that.
But I think we're off to buy a couple of big umbrellas tomorrow, aren't we?
Nice big goal.
Roxanne was talking about it as well, about getting a gazebo, maybe erect that somewhere if it's raining, and get people to come underneath it to speak to them.
Harry, I've got one.
Post it to us, Chris, please.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So let me ask you a question. What kind of things? I mean, I'm sorry, Roxanne. What kind of things that you looking that you might need during these 8 weeks on the road?
Well, we might need.
Yeah.
More donations.
Absolutely, of course. More donations, of course. But like something that maybe something that could help you, empower you. Because somebody out there is maybe listening.
Yeah. If anyone's got a generator, that would be brilliant. We'd love to borrow that when we're
awesome.
It's going to be a
right. So anyone in the UK, if you've got a generator and you've got a vehicle and you can link up with the guys, please. Charity starts at the Campervan, so please.
Reach out to Roxanne.
Yeah, it's only because this is a really old van. This it's kind of is fairly old, and the power situation isn't all that brilliant. But yeah, a generator.
Jason, okay, if I give out your email address, can I give out your email address so that anyone can email you? And because I know some people don't like to do things in public. I've noticed that with this appeal that we've done, there has been some people that have wanted to donate anonymously. They've wanted to get out of the limelight. So I'd really love to give everyone an opportunity to just reach out in their own personal way. So I'm going to put Jason of the DISBURY's email address into the chat room. I'm not actually going to put this in the description box because what I don't want you to get is just people emailing you for the sake of it, just to wind you up. I'd rather someone listens to the conversation, watches the replay. But go for it.
I get lots of spam anyway, so it really doesn't matter if I get the trolls as well.
Because I want to put in the description if anyone wants to reach out to you and help in any way. That would be excellent. So that's awesome.
Cool.
Brilliant.
We get 10,000 trolls tomorrow now.
I was going to say.
Make sure you guys let us know if you need something. If you see something that you may need, let us know. Reach out to us, and we'll make sure that we can do our best to get whatever you guys need.
That's brilliant.
Absolutely.
Jason@disbury.com at the end. Is it Jason@disbury.com?
That's the one.
Perfect. Okay, I'm putting out Jason's address right now. And yeah, just as I was about to say that, I'm going to put the email address into the description box. All the links for how to donate are in the description box. This tour is going to be completely transparent. All of the expenditures, all of the donations are going to be there for you to look. What you will be able to have the satisfaction in knowing is after this 8 weeks, after these over 50 locations, thousands upon thousands of people will have been opened to the truth of the fact that they have been lied to. Yeah, they have not claimed that they're going to convert everybody from believing in a ball, but what they are promising to do is to go to over 50 locations over the UK, Ireland, and Wales, and England, and drop red pills everywhere. All of those locations, I've made it even easier for you guys to see where they're going. I have put every single location in the description of this video, absolutely every location. There is also a few links to some videos for those of you that don't know about Harry and the work that he's done with Jason of the DISBURY. There's also a few other links for some videos that you can get a quick pro quo synopsis of everything that they've done over the last year, so that you can see where they've gone, and now you can see where they're looking to go. This doesn't stop with this 8-week tour. Yeah, it's going to go out to Europe, it's going to go to the States, it's going to go international flat place. This is not something that's localized to an area. This is somewhere that is, you know, something that has to go everywhere. It doesn't matter what country, color, or creed you're from. You need to know that you've been lied to. So this is an unbiased tour. Yeah, this tour is to promote getting out there onto the roads. So if you live in Portugal, get out on the roads. If you live in Spain, get out on the roads. If you're from Poland, I know my Polish brothers are out there, FEMEX, get out onto the road, link up, get a little camper van, get out onto the roads of Poland, go to Hungary, go to Romania, get it done. Go wake everybody up. It's not my truth, it's not your truth, it's everybody's truth. Let's stop people living their whole lives in a lie. People are living and dying and never knowing the truth. People never knowing the truth, you know? So let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's drop the picket fences. Yeah, let's drop the invisible lines in the sand that are being drawn, and let's leave the ego, jealousy, and hate out of the arena. We've all gone through an arduous journey to get here in the first place. Can we not all just get along for the sake of the fact of the truth? And the fact that some of us have brought children into this lie as well. It's bigger than just us. It's bigger than just the next generation. It's why these guys are in a camper van. It's why a man like D Marbles in a camper van. Charlotte Love, massive love to Charlotte Love, yeah? She's a lady in the UK. She's gone off grid, hasn't she, guys? Am I okay to say that? Is that okay to say publicly? She's off grid. She's a woman on her own force right there. She's doing what you guys are doing in all intents and purposes, you know? I'm thinking, is van life growing? Richard, is this a forecast that we could make? Is van life starting to take off?
Hey, you know what? People are doing it. And like I told you before, like I would do it if I didn't have a family. You know, if I didn't have a family, I'll be on the road. I mean, I would save all my money. The only person in my pocket has got the government is in my pocket. I would save all my money. I don't need all this. I don't need all the stuff I got. You know what I mean? It's just a whole bunch of stuff that we don't need. Because when I woke up, materialistic stuff didn't mean nothing. So,
how do you two feel about that? How do you two feel about that?
Well, I had two already before, but I didn't live in it full time. But I think next year I will get another one, and it's full time. Yeah,
absolutely,
love it.
Man.
Love
absolutely.
It. So,
hey, anybody in the chat room have any questions that you would like to ask Harry, you know, or Jason?
If you could put your questions in capital letters, just so we can distinguish it more easily. And guys, I wanted to ask you if you could give us a quick synopsis of the next 24 hours. That would be awesome. Could you give us a quick breakdown of what you are hoping to achieve over the next 24 hours?
Okay. Well, I mean, I think you haven't got any footage at the moment, have you? No, so I think tonight it's more of an early night tonight. Tomorrow is when it really starts. We want to start off. What's it in the morning? We want to get some footage for a promo video or something. Can
I stress as well? There's also going to be exclusive footage just for Patreon, GoFundMe, and PayPal donators, and anonymous donators, because you'll be able to contact them via email. So to all of you that have donated, you will receive a link in your email for exclusive footage that will be just for you to view, and hopefully we are going to get it to a point where we are going to get some exclusive live footage so that you can interact exclusively live with the guys while they're out there. So we're gonna work over the next 24 to 48 hours to set that up for everybody. So you will be getting that exclusive footage. It won't just be a static shot of the guys like it is now, and you're seeing a little bit of van life. You've had like a little sneak peek of it, like a little sneak peek. But there's more to see. Me and Richard got to see the full shebang today while Jason was talking to the guy, and we got the full sneak peek. Like, listen, I'm standing with what I said about National Lampoon had ever got a camper van, it would have been that one. I knew when I looked at it. I said that is National Lampoon's dream. If he had that, he would have just been, he wouldn't have been as stressed as he was in those movies. Yeah, brilliant. Bike racks and everything. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Also too is I want to give people in the shout outs in the chat room. Joey Silva, Karen B, DRTH.
Siddy, I see you, Siddy. Siddy.
Yes.
Siddy,
David
Coach, I see you.
Yep. Yep. Sarah Christina, shout out to her.
Yes, lovely speaking to you, my darling. We're going to definitely link up at some point.
Sure. Yep.
Francis. Is that the same Francis? Jason and Harry. Francis is in the...
Thank you very much, Francis.
Francis, you're a big contributor to my channel, so thank you very much for the donation. That's wonderful. Massive
love for the donation, Francis. That was massive. Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much. And yeah, Karen, thank you so much for dropping by and tuning in and listening to what we've got to say this evening. I'm trying to just reach out to more people and be as inclusive as I possibly can. I'm just little old me, Roxanne in London. I'm just trying to shout as loud as I can from the rooftops and let everybody join forces and come out of the closets. There's no need to be embarrassed. Stop being embarrassed. Listen, we've all got cowards in our family. It's not a bad thing. The word coward is not a bad thing. Like, my partner is never going to be as open and is forthright in speaking about this as me. Yeah, I've got my brother who is just never going to take me seriously. Yeah, he's never going to take me seriously. But does it stop me in my passion and my endeavor to go out there and tell people they've been lied to? No. So don't expect everybody in your family to be on board just because you do. Like, in my mind, all I think everybody needs in their family is one person that's willing to be a spokesperson for the truth. As long as every household has got that one person that's willing to speak up for the truth, then I don't think we've got a problem moving forward. But if we've got households where no one in the household is willing to come out in public and talk about the truth and they know about it, then I'm here to try and show you it's okay to talk about it. You don't need to come out and talk about this in public and feel like you're going to be ridiculed and left in a corner with no life and nobody to talk to, because it's not like that. It's not like that at all. You can talk about this in public. You can live a life knowing the truth and still have a happy and a healthy life. It's a misconception for people to think that they can't talk about this in public. They can. And the more that we do, the more that it will be accepted.
Well said. Well said. So, you got anybody in the chat room? Shout out to Richie.
Sorry, it just cut out for me. Say that again.
Any questions for people in the chat room? Anybody have any questions for Harry or Jason?
I think we probably answered most of them so far. I've still got a couple of questions I want to ask. Okay. Ireland. You guys are going to Ireland. Are you going to Northern Ireland only, or are you going to Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland? Are you going, because you know they never tell us what the weather is in Southern Ireland. It's just there. It's just there, and they just ignore it. They just ignore it. It's like it doesn't exist.
Well, let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, we're going to a few places in Southern Ireland, and then to Northern Ireland after that, to Belfast. Yeah.
Okay, because I've had a few Irish people on my comments and saying that they're ready to link up with you when you come there. So that's exciting. That's going to be exciting.
Can't wait to go to Ireland. I think that'll be the highlight of my trip.
I think the highlight of my life is to have my first Guinness in Ireland.
Oh, love it. And when you come back on around down to England, am I right in thinking you're going to both university towns, yeah, Oxford and Cambridge? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's the Ernest Pearson. That's what's it got us thinking about that one.
Yes. Yes. Yep. He's out there every day. Out there every day. Hardcore with it. Yep. Shout out to Ernest.
Yeah. Hopefully we can speak to a lot of students and academia at the pinnacle of academia and education in the UK.
Love it. Love it. And then you're going to be finishing off the tour in London on the 3rd of November. So that is when the tour ends, the 3rd of November. Yeah?
Yeah. Perhaps you would like to tell them what's happening, Roxanne, on that day.
Ooh. Can I? Can I? Can I? Well, it's there's going to be an end of tour finale. Yeah? Am I right to say that? Can I word it like that? It's an end of tour finale where it's a flat earth party. It's going to be a flat earth party. It's going to be an opportunity for everybody that knows that they don't live on a spinning ball to collaborate with one another, come out, link up. There's going to be some press there. There's going to be a lot of noise being made and a lot of, you know, pom-poms being shaken about and whatnot. And it's going to be an end of a major task that has been carried out, an 8-week major task. So we're going to put on a free conference. We're going to try and put on some free food and drink for everybody to mingle and to collaborate and to exchange knowledge and information about what they know. It'll be an opportunity for the likes of Chris UK to talk about what he's talking about and other people that live in the vicinity. I'll be there. Harry and Jason will be there. And at this point, I'll let you add to what I'm saying.
You said it all.
Location is to be confirmed, but we've got a couple of hot spots in mind. Yeah, I'm not going to let you down on this one. We're gonna do it good. Yeah,
inclusive and access to all. So we don't want any charging going on. So it's free for everybody just to come and meet like-minded people. And in the centre of London, there should be a lot of people, really, the flat earthers in London, or people willing to travel for the day. So
because we want to meet you all.
Yeah,
absolutely. Come out.
We honestly do. If you know you don't live on a spinning ball, let's link up. It's a good basis to start any conversation on.
Yeah, show numbers and show that this is growing and that people are willing to come out and talk about this. And
yep. If you've never been confident to come out to something before, trust me when I tell you this is going to be the thing to come out for. And I'm really glad to say that we've already had some people come out to Hyde Park that would never normally come out to things like this, and they've admitted that to us. So I want to reach out to you guys as well. You know who you are. You know Anonymous is. Spent some time with you at Hyde Park as well. I'm not going to name any names because they're anonymous, but those people, I want to appeal to you, but I want to appeal to people that are like you. I want other people to know that people have come out of the closet and they can stay anonymous. They can show their solidarity with people at the right times. You don't have to come out and give your whole government straw man name and put your whole self out there. But it is sometimes nice to turn up as a real human being so you can have that real human interaction with people.
Just add that although I'll be filming everything, if somebody wants to be in there any minute and doesn't want to be on film, I'll totally respect that, and we won't be filming them. So.
Yes.
You don't have to fear being caught on camera. You don't want to.
Yes.
Yeah. Well said. Absolutely well said. So you guys are going to be setting up early in the morning. When can we expect to see some content from you?
Well, live footage from this one, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think just as we're arriving, I can do a little bit of live footage.
Oh, so we're leaving, maybe.
Obviously, and maybe I might be able to pass my camera to Harry and he can carry on live doing the live footage while
everybody in the chat room hears that, yeah? Everybody in the chat room, pin your logos back. If you want to see the first juicy bit of live footage from the tour, yeah, click the link in the description. You click Jason and Harry's channel. You click the bell to get notified when they go live, yeah? Just like any of you are when you're clicked to the bell when I'm live and I'm going to Hyde Park and whatnot, and you're waiting for that bell to come up to say, bang, it's live. go to Jason's channel. You've heard it here first. He's going to go live tomorrow from this tour. So if you want to see what's going on the ground in real time, click that bell to Jason's channel. Click it. Like, if there's one thing that you're doing now, I will waffle on while you go away and do that and then come back to the chat again. It's fine. Go do that. Take 5 seconds out now. Go click on Jason and the DISBURY's channel. Click that bell and you will be notified and you'll see it. You'll see it for yourself. You'll see how this is going to go down. Yeah. You'll see.
Every day we'll have exclusive reports on Flat Earth, news and reports on Facebook. Make sure if you're not, if you don't follow that page, make sure you follow it. We're going to have all the updates on what's going on. Absolutely. And Roxanne's going to be coming on every day, letting people know, what time is it, absolutely. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to be keeping you posted, up to date every single day while this is going on. You're going to go through the process with them of waking up hundreds of people to the truth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I just want to say, guys, I'm going to keep you in my prayers. Be safe. Stay vigilant. And you have all our prayers and thoughts with you guys. And, especially from my family, with you guys, because they're aware of what you're doing. And I appreciate what you're doing. And like I said before, and like we all said, anybody, this is something that you want to donate to. You know what I mean? Something small as a cup of coffee or whatever.
Thank you. Thank you.
As little as you can afford, as much as you can afford, it will all go towards pushing this forward. It'll all
absolutely. And get the word out. You know what I mean? Get the word out. If you have platforms or something, get the word out. These guys are something they're doing. No one's doing it. No one's ever did it. This is going to be like, history in the making. So.
Exactly. Yes, it is. It's Jason of the DISBURY family. Yes, that's what the channel's called, Jason of the DISBURY family. And the link is in the description. So yeah, go and click that. And Harry's is in the description as well. I will also put Chris UK's channel in the description as well. If you want to see any of the work that Chris UK has done with Harry, click over to Harry's channel and you'll be able to scroll down the timeline and see the experiments that Harry's filmed Chris UK doing as well. So awesome. Guys, are you ready to wrap up? Are you ready to wrap it up? Or is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Also, guys, stay tuned. We'll be going on live soon again with also a special guest, Brandon Daly, will be coming on, showing some of his experiments. He's the founder of the Future of the Flat Earth on Facebook, and talking about some of his up and coming experiments and what he's done in the past.
Excellent. Thanks, Chris, and thanks very much, Roxanne, for letting us come on and tell us about the trip. And Chris, thank you. Great to see you again.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah,
thanks.
Nice speaking to you again. All right.
Yep. Be safe, guys.
I'll speak to you soon, guys.
Cheers now.
Bye.
Thank you so much to everybody in the chat for tuning in.
Yep.
I really appreciate you all being here with us. Please click all the links and you'll find the donation links, everybody's channel links. Much love to you all. And we will be back in about an hour and a half with another live hangout. Take care. Speak to you soon.